Welcome back, everyone. We're here for issue 3 of Dark Crisis. Now, remember last time we had the setup for this big showdown between the Titans and Slade that literally resulted in nothing of interest happening, a little slap and tickle here and there, and that was it. Nothing to speak of. Well, this time around we have the Green Lantern Corps coming in. And because the Green Lantern Corps are coming in, we expect to see. We haven't gotten much of the Green Lantern Corps in this whole thing. So maybe the Green Lantern Corps might come in and really shake things up. We're on to issue 3, so let's see. Maybe this might be the issue we get something actually going, get the ball rolling, sort of. Now, as we enter into it, we get the same depressing tone. People scared. We're holding up sign, Justice League are dead, no one will save us. Everything is all stuffed. The villains are attacking all over. Slade is making an announcement that he's going to kill anyone who tries to be a hero, even though last time he couldn't kill any of the Titans. But apparently, that's supposed to make it something to be interested in. You have people some heroes who want to give up, some who want to this, some who want to that. It's a real issue. So we get to this hospital scene. Nightwing is there with Garfield, because this is what happened last time. And let me see this part. Mr. Terrific said Garfield will live, but there is something wrong. They think the trauma from the attack did more damage than the bullet did. So he got shot in the face, point blank range, and it didn't kill him. But somehow the trauma is going to do more damage than a point blank headshot. Right? That is what they expect you to believe. A point blank shot to the head, which should have instantly killed him, barely did any damage, but the trauma is going to be even worse. Christ almighty, already have high hopes for this one at all. Get some people standing around and talking about how Nightwing hasn't left Garfield's side since we brought him in, and everybody is all, we don't know what to do, and we're feeling like this and things so that, and all kind of stuff is happening all over the place and whatnot. And they're worried about what's going to happen and where's Robin. And then we find out Black Adam is basically leading his new Justice League that nobody likes. I mean, Black Adam is not a leader of anything. Yes, but he's a villain. He's a cruel man who wants to do things. This is what happens when you don't build up anything. You could have built up a team that would have worked. You had people who should have been able to step in, but no, you're just leaving them on the wayside while you set up for what it is you want to do. For some reason, we have Harley Quinn in space, because why anybody would want to see that, I don't know. But let's show that off. We have woke Superman doing some stuff, Supergirl, woke Aquaman, Blue Beetle, and the rest of them. It's nothing to be of any interest in, because nobody really cares at all what these people are doing. Of course, Black Adam being Black Adam, he thinks the best thing to do is that these so-called heroes aren't being ruthless enough, so he brings in Count Vertigo and wants to kill him in front of them in order to motivate the others to be just as cruel and heartless and cold-blooded as he is. Because it's not bad enough that this god-awful Justice League team that John Kent put together is a waste of space. No, he wants them to be murderers too. And he's all up in arms, and John Kent is there, but what did you do to Count Vertigo? And he's what you need to learn, young Superman, and all of this stuff. And Robin is talking about don't do that, and we need to be different and all of the other. And Black Adam is on hang Count Vertigo's dead body in front of the Hall of Justice as a warning to Deathstroke and his ilk. And John Kent is, you need to stop, I did not ask your permission. And then he goes up in his face, laser, heat vision ready. Like, this is supposed to, and then you see Black Adam, you're like, he's shocked. Who is this supposed to frighten? Has John Kent done anything ever to make anybody really afraid of what he's going to do with Pariah, you're a waste of time. Black Adam could hit you 2 hard slap and put you down, and that is it. That is it. And what you know, Black Adam is all the Justice League are dead. You didn't see what I saw. We have to get this done. He's going to kill him. He's not going to stop. And then lo and behold, in comes Yara Flor, and she uses a lasso of truth, because apparently everybody have one now, to stop him from doing it. And then he's all, you challenge me, and she's, I don't even know you, dude. I mean, disrespectful much. That's Black Adam disrespectful. But this man was feared by so many people in Justice League. I had trouble with him already, and you're all, I don't even know you, dude. Bloody hell, boy. Disrespectful. So Black Adam gets sick and tired of it. He leaves. And then, the so-called weak-ass Justice League that John Kent put together starts to fall apart. Surprise, surprise. Everybody decides to leave and go where they have to go. They want to go back and see their family and watch it. Because these people are not a team. They are not. They're a bunch of nobodies hobbled together to just be used as a light-hearted plot point in this ever train wreck of a crisis that they seem to be pushing. They didn't build up to this. They don't do anything with it. All the books they have that tie into it, nobody cares about it. And you try to put together some kind of justice with the worst members you can find, and none of them actually want to be there. None of them. Just a waste of time. But luckily we do get to see the Justice Society show up, and I like the Justice Society. I like the Justice Society. We got Alan Scott, we have Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Power Girl, we got Wildcat, Mr. Terrific, Our Man. It's a good, we even have Dr. Fate. I like this. I like the Justice Society. They probably should have been introduced earlier, but it's good to see the Justice Society. I like them. I like them. I mean, I know that they're going to find a way to screw them up badly, but I still like seeing the Justice Society. I like them. When we do get a chance to see Deathstroke now, apparently he's talking to something in his head and whatnot, and they're bringing his daughter Ravager, who by now should be in her late 20s or something, so because I believe she's around the same age as Dick Grayson and them, so let me say about mid-20s, 25, 26, 27, around that age or something. So, but for some reason, DC seems to have the age tag. You look at Ravager here, she looked like she could be about 16 or something. 14, 16, something. I mean, her outfit looks very retro. She looks like she could be about 14, 16. For some reason, they've decided to de-age. That is something that DC decides to do usually before they decide to sexuality swap somebody again, so you never know. But this is what they want to do. So they brought her to see Slade, and apparently Slade is now vomiting black gunk onto people to infect them. Apparently when you waste an entire issue mouthing off and never actually killing the Teen Titans, the only thing left for you to do is go around vomiting some kind of weird black liquid onto people that somehow infects them or something. I don't even know what the hell is going on with Slade anymore. This is a terrible way to underutilize a character that is supposed to be so essential and so badass. It's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. After all this nonsensical build-up, we finally get to the Green Lantern Corps. Because last time, Hal Jordan had brought the entire Green Lantern Corps and we were going to go after Pariah. So, expecting this fantastic Green Lantern smackdown battle where all of them come, because Green Lanterns are a very interesting and very cool concept. Their rings could create all these different constructs and things, and they're underutilized. There hasn't been a good Green Lantern story from DC in, oh God, I don't know how long, boy. They probably just, the Green Lantern has reached to the level of Wonder Woman where they just don't care anymore and just disrespect the characters completely. So you would think now, okay, they've all come here for this big showdown, we'd expect something, right? No, instead, Hal Jordan wants to go into this because there's this Black Lantern thing that apparently this is where Pariah is hiding. So why not bring everybody and just attack him one time? But anyway, they decided to bring the Green Lantern Corps, and Hal Jordan wants to go in alone to deal with it. But Kyle Rayner and Jojo Mullins are all about, oh no, you're not going alone. We're partners. I mean, Kyle Rayner, yeah. I don't know where the hell Jojo Mullins come out from and trying to make this seem like there's anything. I mean, you've got all these other Green Lanterns. You've got Simon Baz. You even have the Squirrel, Jessica Cruz, who shouldn't be a lantern at all at this point. But then again, they just keep doing all these sort of weird things. Guy Gardner, all this sort of stuff. All of them should have made one hell of a frontal attack and just decimated the place. No, instead the three of them decide to go in alone, because they want to go into some weird shit that nobody really cares about. And then when they end up inside of there and come face to face with Pariah, they do a bunch of talking and more 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 talking, and then eventually, Hal Jordan makes some constructs of the Justice League and send them at Pariah, who easily destroys them. Then they do some more talking and a little more talking, and then Hal Jordan goes after these orbs that Pariah has that apparently have Justice League symbols on them. Apparently, this is something like where the Justice League are, something like that. So he goes after it. Pariah tries to stop him and whatnot and tell him, oh, don't touch my worlds. And then he touches it, and he touches it and gets disintegrated the same way that the Justice League was disintegrated. And then he gets reintegrated. Right? So now we know what happened to him, because what happened to him is exactly what happened to the Justice League. Get completely disintegrated, and then he gets reintegrated. What we saw was the Justice League in Justice League number 75, where the death of the Justice League, where they got disintegrated. This was the part we saw. But apparently now we learn that they get disintegrated and then reintegrated back wherever it is. And because Hal Jordan touched one of these orbs, apparently he's inside of some kind of world inside of it now, and this is where the Justice League are. They aren't dead, they're inside, and they're trapped inside of like their own world. And when he gets in there, he's in this giant Green Lantern-like world, and then he gets attacked by some flying Green Lantern things, and they tell him that that was just a warning shot. You are not welcome on this world. This is Sector John Stewart. He's Sector what now? Because apparently all the Justice League members, including John Stewart, are inside their own worlds that they're trapped in some kind of dreamlike thing. And this is John Stewart's thing where he's inside that Sector John Stewart. Just there be, even though John Stewart isn't actually a Green Lantern anymore, because they blew up the Green Lantern power battery, so we don't know what the hell what was going on with that, because that was, you're not sure if that is before or after Dark Crisis, because DC don't know what the hell they're doing. And that's the whole thing involving the Green Lantern Corps in Dark Crisis. All this build up for the Green Lantern Corps to do absolutely nothing. That's a whole bunch of talking. That's it. That's what this entire Dark Crisis has leading to, a whole bunch of talking. Before it comes to an end though, because Black Adam figures that he's wasting his time with woke Superman and the rest of his dotish Justice League, which he actually is, because these people are a waste of space. He decides to go to find somebody, because, as he puts it, I thought I could push the young heroes to do what needed to be done. They are too concerned with hope. I believe it is time for doom. And then the next thing you know, sounds like a job for Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor and his Legion of Doom are there, which, they should have been there earlier, because I highly doubt that all this chaos would be happening and Lex Luthor wouldn't have some plan to take advantage of it. But now we bring in the Legion of Doom. We get Sinestro, Luthor, I believe this is Vandal Savage, Black Manta, Grodd, and a whole bunch of them. And these are villains you could actually say, well, all right, you Cheetah, These are villains you could say, well, okay, we want to see what happens with them. You'll be interested in seeing them now. And this is where it ends off, because this is where it ends off. This is what we get now. Apparently the Legion of Doom has entered the fray after an entire waste of it. So this third issue is another pot stop on the road of Dark Crisis nonsense, where they just waste people's time. They set up this whole thing for the Green Lantern Corps, like they were finally going to have a big role to play. A bunch of talking, everything that happened before with Black Adam and the British Justice League and all that kind of thing. It's none of this is relevant to anything. None of this makes you care about anything. This is just wasting everyone's time because you want to do this. That's all. So that's issue number 3 of Dark Crisis. Nothing really interesting whatsoever happened as usual. Let me know in the comments what you think. I have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.